we the fire in the belly of the beast. A menace to society, we hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. It means everything. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, we gonna light it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, I got it in my blood. Up, we getting fired up. Up, we gotta light it up. Up, we getting fired up. Up, I got it in my blood. Yeah. Moth to the flame, pressure in the pain. Everything we stand for, everything we gain. Feet firm on the floor, handling my lane. Stop standing in the way, cause we're going up. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. We getting fired up. We gotta light it up. We getting fired up. I got it in my blood. Fire in the belly of the beast. A menace to society. We hungry, gotta eat. We ain't gotta lie when it's clear enough to see. Action over anything means everything to me. Yeah, it ain't over till the time's up. Hustle hard cause the power is in my touch. Dig deep cause I feel it in my guts. We at God level so you better hype it up.
Take a step back for a minute. Got a place going up when I'm in it. Aim at the win and I did it. Where we at, that's none of your business, I'm that product of the hard work. That's why I'ma always come first. Push through the pain, not a concern. Coming hot like fire, now we gon' burn. Run fast when we chase that bag. Leave them all like damn, damn, damn. Think deep, go hard in the pain. Make noise like bang, bang, bang. Heavy hitter in the ring, go slam. Yeah, I got what it takes, go ham. No foot on the brakes, that look on the face like damn, damn, damn. This time you won't put nobody in the corner. I'm grown, so don't get funny with the tone. I can go clear, leave them all unknown. I'm the real deal, not a fake, not a clone. Oh gosh, got them trembling, shaking. One shot and I'm destined to take it. On top of the challenge I'm facing. Non-stop, I'm a legend in the making. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move. Yeah, move. Move. Gotta work that overtime. Put the power over mind. Push the boundary over lines. Cut his life is only mine. Got spirit, got fight, got hope. Elevate to the heights unknown. Celebrate cause tonight we own. Stay winning cause we bringing it home. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move. Yeah, move, move.
I'm so aligned, and my bag truly sublime. Keep on watching, it's my time. Play my position and never drop the ball. Yeah, never back down. Yeah, it's my crown. Come on, never back down. You know I'ma win it. You know I'ma get it, get it, get it, get it. Hard as rock, but light as a feather to fly. Bring a storm and I survive the weather. Make it rain. Tell me when I carry it to the letter. Yeah, certified delivery, gotta respect the effort. I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. Yeah, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. And you know it, I'm a diamond, I can handle the pressure. So you can bring it on, I'm only gonna get better.
Look at me now. Look, man, I was searching for a better way, praying, hoping for a better day. Never quit, never hesitate. If it's a will, it's gotta be a way. Working fast food on the weekends, got a second job just to meet ends. Never quit though, I admit at times life seemed to be in pieces. I had to switch up the plan. Good at the can, created the brand, invested in self, flipped it to wealth. Look at me now, I got a few bands, yeah. The ones who hate it still working the same. They hit me and tell me they proud of me though. I'm sorry, not sorry, got nothing to say. Look. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Hey, look this way, look at me now. Look this way, look at me now. This free game, I'm breaking it down. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. If not, it's easy to find your way out. Been running around with a chip on deck, making it happen, not what they expect. They gon' start hating when they see the check. Don't need you to like me, but need your respect. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Too many went fake on me, too many went waste on me. Run around, throw the snakes on me. Say they ride with the brakes on. Look this way, look at me now. Hey, look this way, look at me now. Hey, look this way, look at me now. Hey, look this way, look at me now.
I know to give, I was born a master, destined to achieve. They scream from the rafters, I give them something to believe. They know I'm a master. It's all that I know, it's deep in my soul. It's my passion, I can never let it go. I know the highs and the lows, I know the cons and the pros. Endure through it all, I'm a master. You better know it, can't help but to show it. I make it look easy, man. Born to be a master. Can't stop and I won't stop. Forever I'll be on top. I can't stop and I won't stop. Keep going till the ball drop. Way before I was formless, it was predestined I'd be on this. My spirit on fire for higher heights, and I'm reaching with these like an eagle's flight. Had to earn my stripes, had to take some L's. When taken out of my cells, went with the tide and I always prevailed. I stand as living proof. What's for you, it's for you. Don't worry about what the ops do. The higher power will push you through. Never weak, on the contrary. You built to last while they temporary. When you succeed and they ask you how it's done, it's cause you're a master. They ask how I do it, how I'm stronger and faster. The only answer I know to give, I was born a master, destined to achieve. They scream from the rafters, rafters, rafters. They know I'm a master. It's all that I know, it's deep in my soul. It's my passion, I can never let it go. I know the highs and the lows, I know the cons and the pros. Endure through it all, I'm a master. You better know it, can't help but to show it. I make it look easy.
bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. Yeah, I made it to the top. Started from the bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. I made it to the top. To the top. Started from the bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. I made it to the top. Started from the bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. Yeah, I made it to the top. From the bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. Yeah, I made it to the top. Started from the bottom, hard times, yeah, I got 'em, but I made it to the top. Yeah, I made it to the top. I made it to the top.
Now I'm asking now, who want what, who want what? Let's make it live, let's get it up. To just survive, it's not enough. Went through the fire, emerged, and it was tough. Now I'm asking now, who want what, who want what? Fourth quarter clock run out, that's when I'm active. Came up living hard, was sleeping without a mattress. I love the game, but it come with lots of drama and pain. Strife in my life, I promise it would've drove you insane. We not the same, I'm a different species, believe me. Blessings burst as my blessed mother conceived me. Stadium screaming my name again, it can get hectic. When I perform at this level, man, I feel electric. Let's make it live, let's get it up. To just survive, it's not enough. Went through the fire, emerged, and it was tough.
Ready?
It's game time, raise the stakes time, and I'ma make the climb and change the straight line. From next side, we ain't the same kind. You going with the flow, I control like Poseidon. Now, who's ready to win? Confetti over your legacy, let it begin. Cause I came from gold trophies and fame, they gon' notice me. I'ma take my story from pain to pure poetry. Gotta grind from the start to the finish line, from the winning side.
先发我的名单：3号张宗宪，24号辛沃克，33号汤普金斯，41号蒋玉安，球衣背号50号班提尔，梦想家篮球队总教练简浩，助理总教练皮尔曼，助理教练赖柏林。助理教练丹尼尔，球员发展总监田磊，领队陈立松，总经理韩俊凯。接着也请了现场的朋友将你的目光锁定大荧幕，请看影片。
曾相信这座城市需要一支球队，后来才明白是球队需要这座城市。今年的工程师，你信不信？
对敌的节奏，一起拍手。We are 新竹 ，We are Lioneers。马上为各位介绍隶属新竹玉鼎工程师球员登录名单。
Let's go。
首先登场的是球衣编号1号板凳的一条龙徐小龙。球衣编号8号不讲理的射手朱云豪。球衣编号9号洋将的好朋友控球精灵田浩。球衣编号12号坚持到底的李佳蕊。球衣编号17号天才射手小刚蔡成刚。球衣编号22号机动战士 TC。球衣编号42号泰雅战士卢冠轩。球衣编号75号奇异射手 TV 李奇伟。接着为各位介绍新竹玉鼎工程师先发我的名单 ，Starting Five， 都给我吼起来！吼吼吼吼！工程师，
工程师，
吼吼吼吼！工程师，
工程师。
首先登场的是球衣编号7号中距离刺客小黑曾博宇。
工程师，工程师。
球衣编号10号丰城生力军蜡笔小新刘承勋。
工程师，工程师。
球衣编号34号马力十足的马力。
工程师，工程师。
接着登场的是球衣编号11号新竹的一级大锁丰城队长孙啊肖胜义。
工程师，工程师。
最后为各位介绍球衣编号4号火力全开的那个男人万事 OK 高国豪。新竹玉鼎 工程师总教练威审顾问陈志忠，助理教练泰勒陈哲宇郭衍恩，翻译谢尚仁，体能训练师陈宏林，助理体能教练蔡恒毅，防护员欧国宏许腾文，总经理张树仁，领队 Lisa 姐。
You're insecure.
跟着节奏拍手。
You're turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. So good, come on, you got it wrong. To prove I'm right, I put it in a song. I don't know why you're being shy and turn away when I look into your eyes. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know you're beautiful. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, you don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'll understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, however you're streaming, you are watching Game 112 of TPBL. The Formosa Dreamers are in town in the Windy City to play the Hsinchu Toplus Lioneers. It is Clive Hsu and Taylor Chen bringing you Game 112 live. Clive, what are you looking forward to in today's matchup?
Number 2 seed, number 3 seed, half a game apart, going at it, jockeying for a playoff position. What could be better way to spend your Sunday afternoon?
It is quite a comparable matchup between Lioneers and Dreamers. They've got 6 years of history now.
I know. And notice on the roster, Pember and Possession has been streak close, so the Lioneers are going to defend their six-game home winning streak with just 2 imports.
Yeah, that's it's been a while since we've seen the Lioneers only with 2 imports on the roster as we take a look at the current season standings. So Lioneers are currently placed at third right now, so that is pretty ideal right now, but what they would like to do right now is surpass the Dreamers. We did a little bit of math. If the Formosa Dreamers win all 5 of their remaining games, and the Leopards win less than 24 games, the Dreamers can have a chance to be placed at number 1. Now, if the Lioneers win all 7 games, now 6 games since yesterday, while the Leopards, they win less than 24. Lioneers have a chance to leapfrog over to first place.
Yeah, definitely anybody's game here. And with how well the Lioneers play at home, they have an 11-3 home record. They definitely want to set their sights on the 2 seed where they'll have a home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, they have the best home winning percentage overall this season. Clive, you said 11-3, 79%. As we take a look at the current game notes, as Clive mentioned, the series is tied 2-2 right now, so it's a battle for the number 2 or higher position in the contention for playoffs. Lioneers are on that 6-game home winning streak. Now, dynamic pricing has surged to a new season high to 9,000 NT for courtside. As we take a look at the Formosa Dreamers, though, despite their winning streak being broken against the DEA in the last 5 games, they are offensively hot, averaging 107 points per game. A lot of teamwork going on there, above their average 25 assists per game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the scoring averages as well, they have 7 players in double digits, so everybody contributing. It's a different person each night.
So the league, before the game started, talked to Tiangyu and Wayne. Before the game start, he hit a season high of 29 points against DEA, so wanted to share how he would evaluate his performance and role on the team on and off the court, and the priorities in tonight's head-to-head against the Hsinchu Lioneers.
我觉得就在于自己的一些想法，有时候可能就是没有来得这么的果断。那有时候在介于进攻与分球之间又取舍不是很好，所以其实在这之间，你有这个想法的时候，其实你出手的时候，你的投篮都会受影响，因为不是在自己的节奏上面。所以我也因为我们洋将配置有不一样的人，那我其实在进攻或是组织方面就会有不一样的一个打法吧，就比较分配的一个不一样。所以在上一场其实就很简单的是不一样的配置，然后就会有不一样的侵略性要多一点，然后跟自己知道要这方面要做的更侵略性，所以就会变得比较不会想那么多，果断吧。因为其实我们对到他们，我们在失误方面其实是蛮高的，失误率蛮高的，所以能够首先降下这一点，失误率可以降下来的话，我觉得今天在整体的发挥上应该就会显得比较好一点。
John, you're talking about how playing against the Hsinchu Lioneers, they have a lot of turnover trouble as they commit the most turnovers on average against the Lioneers, 19 turnovers per game to be exact.
Yeah, looking at the last 3 games, 19, 23, and 24. All of the games, with one exception, have been really close, within 5 points. The Dreamers have won both games at their home court, and the Lioneers have won both on their home court here in Hsinchu as well. But they haven't played each other in almost 3 months. So, they're essentially pretty 2 different teams.
上半季很明显就是可能就是准备的不太充足。那我觉得在下半季的部分，就是从在这中间过程，上半季的调整之后，就是很明显看出成效，然后也看出到自己就做出蛮多改变的。 觉得今天主要还是在防守吧，那还有我们的篮板，因为毕竟他们都是属于比较大赛事的洋将。那在于禁区的一些防守，我觉得我们跟篮板要更再专心一点。
So that is their sophomore player, Cai Zhenggang Daniel. In the last 3 games, he's averaging 26 minutes and 14 points per game. So talking about how he's really adjusted in the second half of the season, particularly as I noticed, and he has said over interviews, he has had to change his position, being a number 4 player down to a 3. So his stats have regressed, but I mean, we talked about the stats just now. He's punching in 14 points per game, so it's a huge improvement.
Yeah, and then, as you saw in the game keynotes, key to the game in the beginning, the bench has been a contributor like him, and along with Lu Guanxuan averaging 14.7 points in the last 3 games. You know, both him and Tai have more than doubled their offensive production on their win streak. So if they're going to hold a home court advantage and, you know, beat the Dreamers here, extend it to 7 games in a row, they're definitely going to need that production.
Particularly because Drew Pember, he is not dressed today, but he is on tonight's roster, but we're seeing him in street clothes. So like we mentioned before, this is the first time the Lioneers have gone without all 3 imports on today's roster. But on the other end, the Formosa Dreamers, Brandon Gilbeck, he is sitting out today. He came back after over a month of hiatus against the CTBCDA, but he wasn't playing 100% either. He wasn't running those pick and roll downhill drives for Aji or Wayne. So, you know, they're gonna play with their winning imports on the court, getting them their 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, absolutely. Gilbeck, you mentioned, came back last weekend. Only had 6 points and 6 rebounds. So the 6 points, his offense comes and goes, but it's definitely the rebounds, the defensive presence inside the paint that they're going to miss today, especially because the Lioneers, they like to go inside. But, you know, with only 2 imports, Marich and TJ Holyfield today, we'll see how that shifts their game plan a little bit.
As we have our starting 5 on the screen right now, Jiang Yu and Wayne, Zhang Zongxian, Jed, Randall Wacko, Trey Tompkins, as well as Benjamin Bento. He is the March Import Player of the Month, as we have the Lioneers, the starting 5, Zheng Boyu, Joker, Gao Guohao, Oscar, Liu Chenxun, their rookie, Xiao Sun-yi, getting his first game start since December 6th, as well as Marine Marich on the starting 5.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. You can pretty much pencil in, copy and paste the Dreamers starting lineup. That's pretty much who they've gone with, minus an import switch here and there. But Xiao Sun-yi, a year ago, you know, averaged more than 20 minutes a game, 6.6 points per game. So he's definitely accustomed to playing some minutes. They've only played 2 games since December. Little surprised that the coach is starting him over some of the other guys, but maybe the bench guys are comfortable on the bench and coming off and providing the offensive punch that way.
Yeah, I think it's about rotating in and out the players that are used to, accustomed, as you had mentioned, but also they probably want to utilize his lankier size, you know, probably more appropriate matchup with who's on the starting 5 today. Again, Dreamers have been utilizing the starting 5 for every single game that they've won in the last 9 games, except for, as I mentioned before, that break that the CTBCDA caused. Yesterday for the Hsinchu Lioneers, it was a low-scoring affair against the Taoren Taiwan Beer Leopards. In the end, it ended with a major delay in game. It was up to 5 minutes where the referees, they had a tough time replaying a particular amount of time to allocate on the clock.
Yeah, but for me, that game yesterday, that win is a good win for the Lioneers because they've been scoring. They've been on a hot streak, scoring in the hundreds. But to win a nitty-gritty, you know, kind of drag yourself through the mud, kind of grind it out game like that, 79-76 over the top team, nonetheless. That's a great win, a great morale booster for the Lioneers.
It also reflects how strong defensively that they are. They held the Leopards down to a pretty low-scoring game themselves.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun race to the finish for the top 3 teams because the Lioneers, you can't sleep on them. They have a winning record. They're 2-2 against the Dreamer, but they have a winning record against every other team except for the Mars.
And so far, they're 100% on wins, wearing their pink jerseys. The Lioneers get the first possession to start the game.
Uh-oh, the pink jerseys. 100% win streak.
So far, so good. Yeah, they won the game in their pink on Wednesday to start off their final homestand, and here they are now. Behind the back pass over to Maric, going in deep for the lay-in off the glass.
Yeah, good strong move by Maric there to start off the game against a very good defender in Bento.
So again, without Drew Pemmer now, he is one of the biggest offensive points for the Lioneers, but not the strongest defender. I'm curious to see how Xiaoshen Yi fares in today's matchup. There's a holding foul called on Joker.
Yeah, and the chess match has already begun with the Lioneers starting off in a zone defense. I don't think the Dreamers coaching staff was expecting that, so adjustments to be made right away.
Xiaoan at the line. Hit his season high against DA, 29 points. He's got the most game starts. Alongside him is also Miles and Brian Zhuang Boren of the Tongren Taiwan Beer Leopards. Too deep of a shot, no good.
Can you pull up that stat? When's the last time he missed 2 free throws in a row?
I can, but I might need a couple of seconds for that. Next free throw, I'll pull it up.
Too
early. Score 2-0, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Joker coming in on the corner. Xiaoshen Yi, his first attempt at the corner, no good. Probably a little bit rusty too, because he hasn't played for quite some time. His last game was March 29th. There's a shot, the long range two for Trey Tompkins, drops.
And I think that's where Tompkins is the most comfortable. He's not your traditional big 5, he's more of a 4-5, but he can definitely hit those outside shots along with Bento. Holman can do the same.
Still keeping the starting 5 on the court right now again. Lioneers burning clock with the sticky defense from the Dreamers, and there's the fadeaway. Marine Maric with both buckets onto the board. Score 4-2.
A tough fadeaway along the baseline there. Maric starting off the game well. They're going to need that contribution from him the entire game.
Back over to Jet. There's the help defense. Back to Bento. Still Dreamers ball. And they call foul on Xiaoshen Yi.
Yeah, and that's, I think, where the Dreamers can attack the point of weakness in the zone defense of the Lioneers, because they have the size. So if they move the ball around and they overload one side, Bento coming in from the weak side there, Xiaoshen Yi, no match in terms of physicality there, had to foul Bento.
14 seconds on the shot clock. And Liu Chenxun guarding the import. Too strong. Bento corralling the rebound and drawing a foul off of Maric. Perfect timing. I'll pull up that stat right now for Xiaoan as Benjamin Bento will get to the charity stripe.
What magic hat are you using to pull these stats up?
I collect all of this.
That is crazy. Taylor is a secret underground cover statistician here. Whatever stat you need, she's going to pull it up.
So Benjamin Bento is a late signing for the Formosa Dreamers. His debut was back in January. The Taiwanese fans like to call him the LeBron James of Taiwan lately.
Full court pressure here to slow down the Lioneers a little bit. The Dreamers not a very fast break oriented offense. They do get some buckets, but they're definitely part of the Lioneers game. More oftentimes than not, they are outscoring the opponent in terms of fast break points. So that's a good move by Coach Doug Creighton there to slow them down a little bit, not let them get into that rhythm.
21 seconds on the shot clock. I did not see any games where Wayne has missed all of his free throws. Just a side note, possession still with the Lioneers, and Benjamin Bento gets called a pushing foul. Score now 4-all. Marine Maric going in tough against number 50. Lobbing it all the way out to Liu Chenxun. Joker, 6 seconds on the clock, shaking off Randall Wacko, and in goes the three.
Yeah, Zhengguoyu's been playing really well of late. In the top 5 assists in the league as well. His scoring's up, making good decisions. Him and Oscar Gao are a good backcourt pairing for the Lioneers.
Jack with the three, no good. Chenxun corralling the rebound back over to the Lioneers. So as Clive mentioned, all the game wins against the Dreamers have been at home, and likewise for the Formosa Dreamers. And there is a pass off. Right idea, could not execute. So again, it's a very interesting choice for Wissam Al-Sus to not only bring in Xiao Xun-Yi as the starting 5, but to have him come in when he's been cold. Just in general, he has not played again since March 29th.
Yeah, we'll see how many minutes he actually gets this game.
Shot does not count for Maric. Randall Wacko gets called the pushing foul. So there was a good look by Oscar Gao there, but Xiao Xun-Yi couldn't finish. 16 seconds on the shot clock, and Trey Tompkins gets some rest on the bench. Eric Holman checks into the game. There's a downhill drive. There's the opening for Maric, and the whistle comes for the and one. So far, Maric is ahead on the board with 6 points so far.
He's beating the Dreamers all by himself right now.
Yeah.
Holman, a key for him, I think, is he needs to limit his turnovers and he needs to play more intense defense. Last game against DEA, he had 8 turnovers, and multiple times he was late sliding over. He was a little late sliding over on that drive. So I think that will be one thing that at least I'm looking for Holman to up that intensity, because he's definitely capable of it, and it's just an effort issue.
Definitely. I mean, look, he's got one of the higher player efficiency ratings amongst the import players, but I did look, he does average 3.5 turnovers per game. That's the highest amongst all the Formosa Dreamers players. Joker swinging it back to Marine Maric and fumbles the ball, and in goes to the hands of Liu. Ryan checked into the game. There's a steal, and here comes the finish by Oscar Gao. Okay. Lioneers pulling ahead 12-4 right now after that first turnover committed by the Dreamers. Swinging it over to Randall Wacko. That three does not drop.
Yeah, if the Lioneers are going to keep using this zone defense and the Dreamers are going to go cold shooting, they have made the most three-pointers in the league. It's going to be a long night for the Dreamers. Live by the three, die by the three.
Now they're giving Xiao Xun-Yi a lot of opportunities to make shots, but nothing has fallen for him. He's still at 0 points so far in the game.
Yeah, he's missed his 2 3-point attempts and one layup there off of Oscar Gao pass he hasn't made.
Ryan is at the corner, and Randall Wacko pulls up for the jumper, but that was too short of change.
Yeah, the Dreamers aren't getting bad shots. They're just not falling right now.
They last played on Wednesday, and Xiao Xun-Yi draws a foul off of Ryan.
Smart move there, sensing Ryan Liu pushing in on him and just, you know, lifting his arms, creating that contact and drawing the foul.
So he'll get free throws at the line. Now, just a brief update for our viewers. I was told from the league that Drew Pember has some back discomfort due to yesterday's game against the Leopards. Now, even though he really wanted to play in today's game, it was the coaching staff's decision to give him a rest today. This is his first time he's ever sat out of any games this season. He's played and game started all 29 games so far.
Yeah, he's been a workhorse for the Lioneers. Double-digit scoring, double-digit rebounds, can pass the ball, makes really good decisions. They're definitely going to miss his production today.
Put out of bounds by Marich, still Dreamers ball. So as you said, Clive, you know, they're getting good looks, but they're not falling. So as we see, even though Lioneers have a 10-point lead, Doug Creighton has yet to call a timeout. Just got to keep pushing. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Oscar is here to cause trouble against Holman, and Trey Tompkins trying to beat the clock. Too short.
Yeah, the Lioneers just a lot more energy right now than the Dreamers on both ends of the court.
Yeah, it's a really slow start for the Formosa Dreamers. Brian Marich hoping to get a foul call there.
Aji in the game for the first time. Holman finally hits a three. Aji usually instant offense off the bench. Sixth man of the year contender.
Most definitely. Bringing in Doug Creighton, choosing to bring in the two-guard rotation early after the Lunar New Year break. That shot pass gets intercepted, and Xiaoan coming through the gates, wall to wall, and there we go, finish off the glass.
Acceleration, nobody stops you, keep going.
Back over to Lioneers. 5 minutes left on the clock, and rolling out though, more free throws coming for the Lioneers as we're in the penalty now. So before the free throws are granted, we have ourselves our first time out. Lioneers are ahead 14-9. Dreamers are gonna have a slow start right now, so stay tuned for more TPBL. We will be right back.
Terrorist on the loose in Sydney.
Bomb squad's 15 minutes out.
This thing will be over in 3. Back up! Fake name, criminal record.
What the hell has Blue got herself into?
She's not a serial killer, is she? You signed up to a dating site. You're a catch, Sergeant.
Macca, forgot about the fact that I'm funny.
No, I didn't.
NCIS Sydney premieres April 20th, only on AXN.
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
FBI! This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let her spiral into terror.
Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
FBI. Only on AXN.
It's called The Pit. It's a classified prison. It's home to the most violent and dangerous criminals the world has ever known.
There's something more. Can you tell me why I'm actually here?
It was a jailbreak. Someone wanted those killers back out in the world.
How many got out?
A lot. That's why you're here. We need your help to catch them.
The Hunting Party on AXN.
AXN Sports giving you your dose of pro basketball this weekend. Clive Hsu and Taylor Chen on the broadcast. Dreamers are having a slow start from the field overall. They're only hitting 27% of their shots.
Yeah, a little sluggish on both ends of the floor. Already in foul in the bonus for the Lioneers. So it looks like the Lioneers are going to just rotate their imports in. TJ Holyfield in for the first time. So this is a great opportunity, Taylor, for the Dreamers to try and pound it inside and take advantage of a little bit of their size advantage.
Score now 16-9. Here comes Holman. And keeping the bank open, he gets a bank shot after the timeout.
At some point, the Lioneers are going to have to switch up their defense a little bit. They've been staying in a zone this entire first quarter. Oscar Gao from the corner, his first three.
Oscar now.
Because the Dreamers, sorry Taylor, the Dreamers are just, they have too many shooters. They're too good from the three-point land. for the Lioneers to just sit back in the zone the entire game.
Now Oscar lands his first 3 now with 5 points. Shaking off Taitun Gong. They call travel. So you talked about Eric Holman committing 8 turnovers in their last game against DEA. Now, I don't think you know this, but his first triple-double this season, it wasn't assists.
Turnovers.
It was turnovers. 10 turnovers to be exact.
That doesn't surprise me.
But again, player efficiency rating is off the charts as TJ Holyfield checks into the game. Good find by Liu Tenxun. And Lewis, number 20, checks into the game, pulls the trigger, does not hit the target.
I feel like I'm at a high school basketball game watching all this zone. I haven't seen this much zone play by a professional team in a long time. But you know, so far it's working until the Dreamers hit a couple shots.
And mind you, this is only with 1 import on the court for the Lioneers. Maricha's sitting out after the timeout. 4 seconds, that goes in and out and back in again.
You know, so now this falls on the coaching staff of the Dreamers. This wasn't necessarily part of their game plan when they were prepping for this game. You know, Pember out all of a sudden, a late decision. Good look there by Achi.
Oh, what a needle through the thread right there. Good execution there, and Zumboryu trying to buy a foul, no good. Off to the corner, in it goes for Liu Tenxun. So I don't know if you noticed, every single player on the Lioneers, whenever they make a back bucket, they get their own specialized song and choreography, just like the TPBL.
That's part of the reason why they're home court of the year every year, right, Taylor?
Yeah. Potentially getting it 6 years in a row, and TJ Holyfield goes high up, out of bounds for the 3.
That would have brought the house down. A double-digit, doubling the Dreamers score 26-13 right now. Part of that, the Lioneers are starting off really hot so far, led by Maric. And the other half of the coin is that the Dreamers are ice cold right now.
They're checking in number 42, Liu, into the game for the Lioneers. His older brother, Ryan, plays for the Formosa Dreamers. Foul. Free throws for Trey Tompkins up next. That was Taitun Gong's first personal foul today. So again, Taitun Gong mentioned that they're going to prioritize defense in today's matchup as they are tied in terms of in terms of head-to-head. It's very low-scoring affairs. It's 92 versus 91. There's only a 1-point difference whenever they're matched up on average.
Yeah, definitely 2 very evenly matched teams. And it looks like a possibility that they'd be matched in the first round of the playoffs. It's going to be a really fun one.
Overall, in the 6 seasons of their existence together, and whether it's this league or in a different league, overall, the Dreamers have 22 wins. The Lioneers against the Dreamers, 18 wins. And from the parking lot, Oscar gets nothing but net. Trying to pull ahead in the first quarter alone. It's a higher scoring affair for the Lioneers compared to yesterday, but off the glass, Trey Tompkins shuts down the Lioneers fans.
Yeah, so you see the Dreamers now making their adjustment. The 3-pointers not falling, just 1 for 7 so far. So the last 2 possessions, making a very conscious effort to go inside.
Kiwi Li Chiwei checking into the game. His last game was back in March 22nd. So again, Al-Sus really rotating more of his bench players in today's matchup. And there's a turnover, a steal. Wayne tripping up. Waiting on the trailers, here comes Trey Tompkins up at top. Trying to pick up his rebound, but back over to the Lioneers it goes.
Tompkins' 35-year-old body's working hard this game.
Complete lapse of defense from the Formosa Dreamers. TJ Holyfield with the land made it too easy.
Tompkins definitely has the size, but he's working so hard inside there that when he finally gets his shot, his legs are not beneath him. He's falling a little flat.
Despite TJ Holyfield not necessarily having the size, he's quite quick on his feet, and he's actually really good at setting screens from what we've seen in the last couple of games.
Yeah, he's not a flashy player, but very, very solid fundamentally. And he will surprise you offensively as well in that mid-range. There's that screen you were talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Holman was there to stop the entry. Kiwi from the corner. Shoots and he scores!
Kiwi off the bench.
What a finish for the first quarter. Li Shiwei coming back in after a hiatus, I guess you would say. The score is now 34-19. Lioneers with the lead. And we'll get ourselves our break. So stay tuned for more TPBL.
Terrorists on the loose in Sydney.
Bomb squad's 15 minutes out.
This thing will be over in 3. Back up! Fake name, criminal record.
The hell has Blue got herself into?
She's not a serial killer, is she?
You signed up to a dating site.
You're a catch, Sergeant.
Macca, forgot about the fact that I'm funny.
No, I didn't.
NCIS Sydney premieres April 20th, only on AXN.
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
FBI!
This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let spiral into terror.
Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
FBI. Only on AXN.
It's called the Pit. It's a classified prison. It's home to the most violent and dangerous criminals the world has ever known.
There's something more. Can you tell me why I'm actually here?
It was a jailbreak. Someone wanted those killers back out in the world.
How many got out?
A lot.
That's why you're here. We need your help to catch them.
The Hunting Party on AXN.
You're watching TPBL, powered by AXN Sports on AXN Asia and AXN Taiwan. Clive Xu and Taylor Chen presenting you game 112. As we mentioned during the last time out, it's a slow start for the Formosa Dreamers. They've been shooting cold basically the entire first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just 1 for 9 from three-pointers. That's a key part of their game. And the Lioneers, on the other hand, 5 for 7 so far. But the law of averages, it should even out. So, but, you know, if they have turnovers like that, they're going to make it much more difficult for themselves. The Lioneers still just playing with a lot more energy.
And mind you, again, Drew Pember is out for the first time in this season, and right now still choosing to keep only one import on the court, and it's not their big guy either. TJ Holyfield is starting the second quarter. And really switching it up, Alsus rotating in some bench players as Tyson dials in and gets the answer.
And the hoop is just ginormous right now for the Lioneers. Everything going. That's their 6th three-pointer and 8 tries already.
No kidding. The rims must be soft on that side for the Lioneers.
That's 1 for 10 now for the Dreamers.
No look past Tyson Gong, keeping the bank open.
The Lioneers are just rolling right now. Everything's clicking. It's starting defensively. A little 1-3-1 here. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a 1-3-1 in a TPBL game.
Not for the Lioneers, at least. That is for sure. As Clive had mentioned, they were running zone defense the entirety of the first.
They have not gotten to a man at all. They're just throwing a bunch of different looks at him, making the Dreamers, off balance. They haven't been able to adjust. It's fine if you want to take the three-pointer, but as they did towards the latter part of the first quarter, pound it inside and then maybe throw it back outside to get a cleaner look.
Unfortunately, they've been cold on the outside, only making one in the first quarter, 1 for 11 to be exact. And Oscar, just a moving highlight now. He's now with 10 points on the board, and that gets poked out of bounds.
Yeah, that's like the third pass that has slipped through a player's hands already. There's a little bit of lack of focus, and Coach Doug Creighton trying everything, already bringing Wu Jiajun and oldie but goodie for the Dreamers.
Yeah, early in the second quarter, we're not even 2 minutes in, as Hayden gets some minutes on the court, nearly at the logo, and they call offensive foul.
Yep, that's the hustle play that they need. Maybe that'll turn the momentum a little bit, shift it.
So they call an illegal screen on TJ Holyfield. So again, he can usually run screens, so that's it's a rarity.
Yeah, maybe Lau sold that call a little bit.
Again, an oldie but a goodie, as you said, Clive. Hayden pulling the trigger off target, out of bounds. Still with the Dreamers. 14 seconds on the clock. Haji getting the start in the second quarter. Taking advantage of the mismatch in size. Benjamin Bentil with the bucket.
Yep, just keep pounding it inside. Make the Lioneers adjust defensively now as you make your move offensively.
They've got a lot of wiggle room right now, up to 20 points now to be exact.
Yeah, it's still really early in the game. They don't feel like they need to get it back all at once. Possession by possession, and just slowly chip away at it.
A slip pass over to Lee Chiwei. And he gets... Looks like Kiwi will get free throws as they call the foul on Bentil.
Tompkins, I think, feels like Lee Chiwei picked the ball up and maybe double dribbled when he was driving in and spinning there.
Well, unfortunately, with cases like this, you can't undo a foul call.
Right.
So
that is something I've never seen, a ref reverse his own call.
No,
ever,
I don't.
any level.
No such thing. So again, we talk about Lee Chiwei. Haven't seen him for a while. He logged in 11 minutes against the DA, scored 5 points. This was back in mid-March.
Yeah, they're going to need his size a little bit without Pember, without Pochesnik.
Oh, you can clearly hear the Lioneers fans there.
The Boo Birds.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, you've never heard that? The Boo Birds?
No, I've never heard of it before. So Holyfield here also looking quite perplexed in the call.
That's more of a baseball term. Sorry.
See, okay, there you go.
Crossing the sports here.
Hey, look, I cross it over all the time. I mean, if you hear I say turnover touchdown all the time. I'm very well aware it's football. Denzel at the line. His first game was January 17th. Came out swinging that game, 29 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, you mentioned he's player of the month. He's in contention in my book, in my opinion, for import player of the year. He's got to play in the rest of the games though to reach that 18 game mark to qualify for a year-long award.
Luckily, they still got a handful of games left. But actually, Clive, I would want to know, who do you think should be nominated for GM of the year, as they call shot clock violation here? Perfect timing.
Oh, GM of the year. I mean, the way the Dreamers have played, bringing in Coach Doug Creighton, switching him from player to coach, that, in my opinion, definitely. Taoyuan Leopards, I mean, I would just go with the top 3 teams probably if you ask. How about you?
I would say it would be a toss-up between the current GMs on the court today. I mean, you know, I agree with you, Jonathan Hahn, bringing in these imports, no matter how, you know, Trey Tompkins in the very beginning, Benjamin Bentel, that was a great pickup mid-season, but I would also give a lot of credit to the Lioneers' GM, Zhang Suren, picking up their imports that they have and, you know, taking a risk in re-signing Wassam Al-Sousa's. Valiant effort was made by Kiwi there. Marich looked like he got nicked in the face there, and Xiao An 100% effort.
Wild shot.
3 attempts made by the Dreamers. There's a call from the baseline.
Tension's rising a little bit here.
It's never boring between these two teams playing against each other. So they call the foul on. Now I heard on the PA system it was Li Chiwei's foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Marich is complaining about. It's probably just stuff that's been happening throughout the entire game.
So we talk about the long history between these two teams. The Formosa Dreamers, in their 6 years competing against the Lioneers, they've only won 5 games here at Hsinchu County Gymnasium. And the last one was back in 2023.
Yeah, they cast a spell on the rims. 1 for 12 from three-pointers, 4 for 9 from free throws. It's just, you know, sometimes the team goes someplace, it's just the environment. You just don't play well.
Yeah, the Windy City will do that to them as the Joker lands another bucket. The score now 45-21. Again, the Dreamers, they've continued to stay cold in this quarter. They've only scored 2 points. Trey Tompkins, too strong there. I mean, they can't seem to even buy a bucket now.
Literally, they can't buy it.
There's a kick out, reset, swinging it over to Randall Wacko. 8 seconds on the clock, and Trey Tompkins trying to get the tray. Huge difference in the rim size, as you said, Clive.
Yeah, it's tough times right now for the Dreamers.
Boo for the bucket.
Push from behind on Bentel. And that's going to be his second foul. Third foul.
So again, talking about the GMs and coaching staff, Wassam Al-Sousa was a mid-season signing dating back to 2024. Now, mind you, they did not make playoffs last year, but again, Zhang Suren took the risk and gave him a whole season to really develop these players, and they can't stop, won't stop. And Tyson Gong forces the Dreamers to call for a timeout.
Ice in the veins. Woo.
They're in their bag, certainly. The score now is 54-21. We have ourselves our first break in this quarter. We'll be right back with more TPBL.
Terrorists on the loose in Sydney.
Bomb squad's 15 minutes out.
This thing will be over in 3. Back up! Fake name, criminal record.
The hell has Blue got herself into?
She's not a serial killer, is she? You signed up to a dating site. You're a catch, Sergeant.
Macca, forgot about the fact that I'm funny.
No, I didn't.
NCIS Sydney premieres April 20th, only on AXN.
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let her spiral into terror.
Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
FBI. Only on AXN.
We're coming back to you at Hsinchu County Gymnasium. The Lioneers are hot right now. Score now 48-21. The Formosa Dreamers have only logged in 2 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah, what started off as a tough first quarter has only gotten worse here in the second.
Really rolled over. Wayne draws a foul.
I don't think anybody was expecting this bloodbath. Almost 48-21.
This is a beating, yeah.
Yeah, 7:24 still left to go. The Lioneers 7 of 10 from three-point land. The Dreamers just 1 of 13. So you do expect that to kind of even out a little bit. The Lioneers not going to stay this hot the entire game. And on the flip side, the Dreamers, they're not going to stay this cold the entire game.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that sentiment, particularly, again, emphasis on the Lioneers only having 2 imports on today's roster and choosing to rotate in and out their imports. So Marine Maric is coming out after the timeout on the court. So I think they're called a lane violation on the Lioneers just now.
We are at a high school game. That's call I haven't seen in a long time either.
A lot of calls, a lot of things we haven't seen in a long time here.
We must have had a microscope to see that one because that one looked pretty typical to me.
Did we go back in time? Are we experiencing April Fools?
Oh man.
Everything is a little topsy-turvy, particularly for the Formosa Dreamers. Taitsung-gang, before the timeout, got the 3 from the wing. 2 seconds on the clock, and a foul call is made on, looks to be Trey Tompkins. Now, the last time the Lioneers only had 2 active imports on the roster was dated back May 19th, 2024. Lioneers played against the Taipei Fubon Braves. That was with Deonta Davis as well as TJ Holyfield's older brother, Michael Holyfield, who's actually back in Taiwan. He's currently playing for the Taipei Fubon Braves. And from the wing,
it's a miss.
It's a miss.
It's a miss.
That was the same spot. Taitsung-gang made the 3 before the timeout, and no call on the travel from the corner. Eric Holman trying to get the offense started, but with no avail. Here's Joker with the alley-oop attempt. Too short, but will take the shot there by Marine Maric.
Great look there by Tsung, rewarding the big man for running the floor.
9 points for Marine Maric, and that behind-the-back pass was quite ambitious for Eric Holman, and that goes in and out. What a 100% effort there for Taitsung-gang. Getting rewarded minutes in the second quarter. Eric Holman finally putting a field goal on the scoreboard.
About 6 minutes left. I mean, you just slowly, nothing you can do but keep chipping away. You can't stop playing with the Dreamers.
Mind you, that was the first field goal made in this quarter. The first 2 points were made just from free throws alone. Eric Holman getting another bucket. Barely, though. He seems frustrated, visibly upset.
He gave the referee a nice long stare after that bucket.
So this time around, Coach Wassam Al-Sus calls for the timeout. 5 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. And they got themselves a 23-point lead. See if we can hear Al-Sus's remarks during this timeout. We take a look at the second quarter highlights so far in this game, particularly from a Joker. As of right now, he's currently ranked 4th in assists overall. Joseph Lin takes the title for #1. He's 7 assists per game. And this is to say that, we talked about 6th man of the year for Aji, but on the screen, Joker really should be in contention for most improved player.
Relax now.
100%.
We go.
His numbers up across the board.
Same one, the first play, Al with Lou. Lou here, Sonic, Marin, Joker. Lou, you're coming. Get it. No shot. Hand back. double drag with Joker. Okay, the same first play of the game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
If you're gonna stop, we'll keep it X, right?
Yeah.
So this is the Hsinchu Lioneers' second to last homestand. They'll have one final homestand weekend on April 29th and May 2nd, as well as May 3rd.
That'll close out the season for them, right?
Certainly, yeah, certainly boding well for them. Again, they've got the best home winning percentage amongst the 7 teams, and Lou buckets for the 3. Yes! Drawn up perfectly by Wassam Al-Sous there.
Yeah, you can hear him saying the timeout. Same first play as the beginning of the game, working like a charm.
He's been hitting career and seasonal highs just these last 3 games for Lu Guanxuan. He's now averaging, those 3 games alone, he's also averaging 14 points per game, making at least 3 threes per game. Again, Lioneers still pulling ahead, 53-29. There's the skip pass to Marine Maric. He's getting so many touches today. Lu Guanxuan with a 3-point shot and a diamond dish.
Xiao Sunyu fouls a 3-point shooter. That's going to kill the momentum a little bit. But the Lioneers just running their offensive sets to perfection right now.
Yeah, literally what Wassam Al-Sous mentioned during the timeout, a double drag and give the ball to Lu Guanxuan and run perfectly.
The Dreamers not offering up much resistance right now either. Let's see if they can get Benjamin Bento more involved. So far, only 4 points for Bento. He's only taken 4 shots. He's their leading scorer offensively, so if you can get him going a little bit, slowly chip away here.
I mean, it's early in the game, so they may not be tired, but mentally, I'm sure they're pretty gassed as of right now. 55-31 is the score. Wayne's got 6 points on the board for those free throws, and Xiao Sunyu checking back into the game. There's that downhill pass from Marine Maric. Tripping up is Lu Guanxuan on the floor. They're calling Xiao An's pushing foul. Now, Lu Guanxuan was really one of the key players to save the Lioneers last season. They were short of making the playoffs, but he fractured his ankle on January 25th, actually against Formosa Dreamers.
Yeah, at the Dreamers. I still remember that game.
That was tough.
Yes, somebody else got pushed from behind, just kind of ran into him, and came down on his ankle.
It was a very high, tense game, because from what I remember, it was Eric Holman shoving Lu Guanxuan, and then shortly after, Cai Chenggang, in defense of his teammate, he also shoves Holman. So I think, from what I remember, Cai Chenggang and Eric Holman got 2 up to 3 game suspensions from that match.
Yep, that's correct.
So some Taiwan Pro Ball history right there. Eric Holman from the corner, dials in, gets the answer.
Where would the Dreamers be without Eric Holman this quarter?
No kidding, he's now got 16 points on the board for the Dreamers.
So far, the only player that's really showed up offensively for the Dreamers.
Joker with a hook pass back out to the perimeter of Lu. The step back fade away with the high arc. Does not fall. Back over to Dreamers. Wayne and Aji on the court with a 2-guard rotation. That gets poked out. Joker will have a hold of it. Lioneers are just having fun with it. Nothing to show for in that possession, but intercepted pass still with the Lioneers now.
I mean, you've worked hard, you finally get a stop. 2 stops in a row, that was the second one in a row. And then just an errant pass gets picked off.
No look pass. Back over to the corner, Liu Tenxun with 6 seconds. Fumbles the ball. Well, Dreamers will certainly take that. Achi coming through end to end with a Jet finishing off the glass. Turnovers made on both sides, so both are a little bit lackadaisical. 7 turnovers Dreamers have committed, 6 for the Lioneers. Handoff to Liu Hsinchu, he comes down with it for the 2, no good. Ball still alive, Xiao Sun-yi with a handoff to Joker. The team and back over to Lou Buckets from the wing, gets the 3-piece and the shake. And they round it up to 60 points on the board.
Wow. Hold that gooseneck a little longer.
Oh, that was nasty. Eric Holman really the only one contributing in this quarter. And now getting the Dreamers 17 points in this quarter. Has yet to surpass the 20-point mark in the first and the second. Holman, just as he got a bucket, gets a foul call, and that will be his second personal foul.
Yeah, you can just see how relaxed the Lioneers are. You can tell they're having fun. They're distributing the ball, they're sharing it, they're getting good shots, they're getting in for offensive rebounds. The momentum's still definitely all on the Lioneer side, although the Dreamers have picked it up a little bit here. Still a 22-point deficit, minute 52. If you can get it under 20 in the 15-point range, regroup at halftime, and make a charge in the third quarter to maybe salvage this game.
Yeah, the Formosa Dreamers still waiting for that equilibrium of balance, as you mentioned, but it still has yet to happen.
No. And I think just from the very beginning, a very shrewd move by Coach Wasan, all that zone. I don't think the Dreamers were mentally prepared for that, and it just threw them off the game, and they haven't recovered yet.
So we see a quick glance of Riven Ma Majin, how he's still sitting out due to a nasty sprain during the FIBA World Cup qualifiers back in late February. Eric Holman left with no choice but to get the jam. $20 points for Eric Holman onto the board. Joker off of TJ Holyfield's screen, finds Oscar Gao, ooh, just barely. Back over with Oscar, and the final touch, just short, hitting the iron ring. Here comes Bento, now Holman with the sledgehammer. Hsinchu Lioneers calling for the timeout with 66 seconds remaining in regulation.
Holman needs a breather. He's like, thank you, Lioneers coach. He has been rolling.
His back must be hurting carrying this quarter.
20 points in the quarter. 20, double check here. 13 points in the quarter, 22 so far in the game.
Yeah, they started Tompkins in this quarter, but he only logged in 4 minutes before getting pulled and getting replaced by Holman.
Oscar, you coming. You get it. Nothing. Hand back.
Kind of here.
And we play that. Okay?
Head coach Asus.
Try your best, please. Throw down hard on Holman. Holman here. The only one who's making points right now is Holman. Give me 1 minute with full effort. Go 20 points at the halftime. Come on, let's go. Back.
So you heard Wassam Al-Sus hold down Eric Holman. Literally, he's been the only one contributing in terms of scoring. Zhang Yuran, he's got 6 points on the board, but Eric Holman alone has really just been putting in the weight. As we see on the screen, a couple of injured players, Drew Pember on the right and Pasechnieks on the left. Simbular in the middle, he got a 1-game trial before the import deadline. He's still with the team. Him and his wife, Joanna, just had a baby just over a month ago. come back from the call timeout made by Alsus. Under a minute to go. There's the lob upward to the downhill Maric.
Bento did not like that call.
It's final minute. We're finally seeing 2 imports on the court for Lioneers.
Yeah, heading into halftime with a little bit of a break. His left hand there definitely got Maric on the arm.
So this is
Bento's fourth.
Oh,
Bento's fourth foul.
Yeah, soon maybe we'll see only 1 import on the court. Unless Bento refrains himself. Back over to Lioneers. Trey Tompkins. Still no dice at the 3. Hasn't scored a single point in the quarter. Behind the back pass, Marine Maric from the top, off mark. Final possession for the Dreamers. Running motion for the last possession, and here it's Zhang Zhongxian Jet swinging it over to Xiaoan. Back to his fellow guard, no look pass, and Jet with the up and under. With seconds left. And there you have it. Lioneers still ahead by 20 points. We end the first half with 64-44 on the board. We'll have ourselves a brief time out during halftime, and we'll run through the highlights and halftime stats very shortly. Stay tuned for more TPBL.
I've always wanted to be a lawyer.
You are doing what you were meant to do.
We represent people on the worst day of their lives.
That hospital killed my boy. Let us help you. We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
Mr. Baylor, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
His client is guilty of criminal conspiracy.
Donnie Ray Black was murdered. They knew about it. They covered it up.
What are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
The Rainmaker on AXN.
Terrorist on the loose in Sydney.
Bomb squad's 15 minutes out.
This thing will be over in 3.
Back up!
Fake name, criminal record.
The hell has Blue got herself into?
She's not a serial killer, is she? You signed up to a dating site. You're a catch, Sergeant.
Macca, forgot about the fact that I'm funny.
No, I didn't.
NCIS Sydney premieres April 20th, only on AXN.
Looks like we have a prison break on our hands.
Making a break for it.
This man's cold-blooded.
There's a 12-year-old girl being held captive by a violent murderer.
We cannot let her spiral into terror.
Everyone stack on the house.
He's been watching you.
Oh my God.
He locked us down here.
FBI. Only on AXN.
It's called the Pit. It's a classified prison. It's home to the most violent and dangerous criminals the world has ever known.
There's something more. Can you tell me why I'm actually here?
It was a jailbreak. Someone wanted those killers back out in the world.
How many got out?
A lot.
That's why you're here. We need your help to catch them.
The Hunting Party on AXN.
Just watch me now. Hey. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now.
Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena. Hey Macarena.
Ayy, Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. Ayy, put the chopper on a nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell him give me 1 minute. Ayy, Macarena. Ayy, Macarena, Macarena, Macarena. Put the chopper on a nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell him give me 1 minute. Ayy, Macarena.
La baby dice mami que será lo que tiene el negro. Volando en alta soy el señor de los cielos. Nadie me para desde que cogí vuelo. Tanto frío en el cuello que me congelo. Cambiando el tema vuelvo pa' la nena. Quiero una de booty grande como Selena. Pa' darle a tu cuerpo alegría y Macarena. Pa'l carajo la pena. Mato anda revela, en ti gastan el ticket como si nada. Pero no quieres nada porque no son de nada. Porque no son de nada. Just how I burn it up, let it burn. Just how I burn it up. Just how I burn it up.
最热情的掌声，感谢呢我们小印跟口水为各位呢精心准备了这一段的舞蹈演出。接下来呢，下一段演出呢是在呢我们牧师女孩当中，我想一下比较好听的形容词。这3个人呢，只要凑在一起，场子绝对不会冷，甚至于呢会让人无法招架。现场的朋友，欢迎0017以及呢真爱 MG 时代。
MG 시작해볼까?
no 예줘발라예 무슨 일이 있어 일이 멀리 잘라대 oh no
너의 진보라고 머리부터 발끝까지 살이 바뀌었어
왜 그랬대?
궁금해 죽겠네
왜 그랬대?
말해 뻔뻔 좀
Hey, let me introduce myself. Here comes trouble. 따라해.
Oh, hey. 너 잘났었지만
지가 뭔데 우겨 너무 겉대센 거 아니 나 뻥뻥 한단다 yeah.
그 남자 완전 맘에 들었나 봐
말도 안 돼.
너무 예뻐지고 섹시해졌어 그 남자 때문이지 몰라 배반했다니까 넌 파고 허접한 메모지 사실 내 처음 봤어 살짝 입을 연습 같은 기분은
얘기만 해도 어지르다니
너 잘났었지만 Hey girl listen 너 잘났었지만 Hey 너 잘났었지만
Hey yo stop let me pull it down another way
来一点尖叫声
I got a boy 멋지 I got a boy 직한 I got a boy handsome boy 날마다 가져간 I got a boy 멋지 I got a boy 직한 I got a boy awesome boy 완전 반한다 boy I got a boy 멋지
最热情的掌声，谢谢我们0017张爱的 MG 时代，拥有一个。
Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the crown. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the crown. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. Just watch me now. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground.
Take a look at the current halftime score for game 112 Formosa Dreamers against the Hsinchu Lioneers. You take a look from the field. Formosa Dreamers are hitting 60% overall, but if we look at the three-point shooting, though, they've gone absolutely cold in today's matchup. Whereas the Lioneers, well, they're deep in their bag. They are 9 for 16. I mean, Dreamers were really just shut down and continue to get shut down in the second quarter. We'll look at the lead scores very shortly, but Eric Holman really only the only one carrying the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, despite the 20-point deficit, it really, honestly, is not that bad for the Dreamers so far because they just haven't been hitting shots and the Lioneers are hot. So if you can even that out a little bit, but the key is that you have to keep that consistent effort. You have to keep playing and slowly chip away. You can't try and get it all back at one time with one shot.
The Lioneers had upwards of 27 points of a lead over the Formosa Dreamers. As we take a look at the lead scores in today's game so far, as we mentioned, Eric Holman with 22 points. He's the only player on the Dreamers to have double digits in scoring, whereas on the other hand, you got Lioneers 3 players as of right now. I mean, soon we'll get 5 players in the second half with double-digit scoring. Marine Marich coming out of the gates, 13 points. Some Warrior Joker ain't joking around, 11 points. And Gao Guohao, Oscar Gao with 10 points so far in this game. But can you continue on with the shooting streak in all 4 quarters? Well, we'll have to see in later on, very shortly.
Yeah, and what you didn't see on that scoring chart also is that 9 different players for the Lioneers have scored and only 6 players for the Dreamers have scored.
Yeah, quite a rarity.
Yeah, the Lioneers are getting contributions from everybody, so the whole team is hot. And I think in the second half, you need to get Ben Bento some more touches and get him going a little bit, although he is in some foul trouble too.
Well said. We have yet to see him foul out for the first time in his season with the Formosa Dreamers. Clive Xu and Taylor Chen bringing you game 112 live here at Hsinchu County Gymnasium. The games are coming down to the wire. Every single game counts, but Lioneers, they have the most to catch up to, but you know what? They're really taking it in their hands. I mean, it's their own choosing. They're hoping to sweep their penultimate homestand.
Yeah, they're setting up pretty nicely, playing so well here at home, taking care of the Dreamers. If they hold on to win this game, they'll leapfrog them in the standings into second place. And like you said, that homestand, they play so well here that it's looking up for them.
Like I said, Formosa Dreamers, they always have a tough time here in the 6 years of Playing against the Lioneers, they've only won 5 games here at this particular gymnasium, but they have one more matchup against each other. That's going to be next Sunday, where they will return to the Intercontinental Mini Dome.
Right.
So that'll be also a very important game on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think both teams just more comfortable playing at home. Although if you're going to win in the playoffs, you have to be able to go on the road, tough environments like this, and win. And so far, I think just the Dreamers, they just weren't mentally as focused and as prepared as the Lioneers were today.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to the coaching, I would say. You know, Wissam El-Sous choosing to sit Drew Pember out for the first time. And, you know, you mentioned that, you know, they ran a zone defense on the Dreamers.
The whole time.
The whole entire time. And Doug Creighton and his coaching staff just themselves, they were not able to recover from that either. So,
yeah, you combine that with the poor shooting. So not much you can do about it. Just keep playing, keep chipping away at it, one possession at a time. See if the tide will turn a little bit. Now that they've switched buckets, maybe the Lioneers will roll cold.
yeah, maybe again, the one on our side where we're sitting at the baseline, maybe it's screwed in a little bit harder, whereas on the Lioneers, and take a look at the current highlights, it's a little softer. More leeway, more give. As again, we're continuing on with the highlight reel for this game so far. Again, Oscar getting game starts this season. This is his contract year, and he's doing quite well for his final season with the Lioneers. The league talked to the GM as well as Oscar, and they're both open to having a conversation after this season to renew a contract potentially.
Yeah, in my opinion, how can you not? I mean, he's really matured. This is his third or fourth year back, and you can tell he still has that same passion, that same energy that the team absolutely needs. But he's just a more mature, higher level player right now, in my opinion.
In and out for Shaoxing East 3. I would agree with that, and I would have to credit the coaching. You know, this is with El-Sous at the helm as Jet shot just unlucky there. Really takes a coach to develop the player. So, you know, Oscar has pure raw talent, but it's another thing to really corral that talent and hone in as Randall Wacko with a shot from the outside. That goes around and out. So I think their bad luck is still transferred to the opposite end.
Yeah, they secretly switched the rims at halftime.
You didn't even see it.
I saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it.
Okay. Oh, man.
But, you know, to highlight Oscar Gao, it takes time. Sometimes it just takes time and that game experience to become a leader. And he's definitely becoming that leader. You know, that hefty contract that he signed, he's starting to fulfill that potential a little bit.
Yeah, he's more than, hopefully we see, even with more time, he's more than just the flash that he shows, especially when Lioneers are hot. Wacko with 4 seconds left, finds Bentil. 1 second trying to beat the clock, and he just at the 11th hour draws a foul.
Yeah, he got bailed out a little bit on that one.
They call it on the rookie, Liu Chenxun.
Not only was the three-point percentage low for the Dreamers in the first half, the free throws are bad too, and that continues. The coaching staff just needs to get some cold water, line everybody up, dump it on them, and just wake them up a little bit.
What makes you think they didn't do that earlier?
Put the uniforms back on and go back out there.
I don't know. I think that'll make them even colder, don't you think?
The whole team has fallen asleep.
Until only getting 1 free throw in. Again, he's caused himself some foul trouble in the second quarter.
Yeah, just very uncharacteristic poor shooting for the Dreamers this game.
I've really been playing flat or shooting well as off the glass into the bank. Liu Chenxun forcing the bank open there. He now has 5 points on the board.
Yeah, he lined that one up perfectly. That was a beautiful shot.
Dreamers definitely needed that fadeaway from Jet. Score now 66-47.
You know, as crazy as it sounds, this game actually is not totally out of hand for the Dreamers. With 9 minutes left in the third quarter, if they can get it down to the 10 range, even maybe in single digits. You know, right now they're down 19.
Clock is still alive. Back over to Formosa Dreamers. There's a skip pass to Randall Wacko with the reverse lane. Oh, tough luck there, but he's got to finish those.
Yeah, sometimes you're trying to avoid the defender, so you'll go under the basket. Whereas if he just went up, he might have gotten fouled and make an easier shot for him. Back-to-back turnovers for the Lioneers.
As off of a poor pass, and here is Zhang Zongxian, back-to-back buckets. Good find by Jiang Yuan. Randall Wacko is the only player on the court to have 0 points onto the board, and here comes Trey Tompkins hanging off the hoop, and Wassam Al-Sus calls for the timeout as Dreamers have a little bit of a run going on.
Yep, showing some life. 6-0 run here to start third quarter, I'm sorry. But those are just, I mean, the timeout is because those turnovers are just not acceptable.
No.
You know, it's just, you can't give the other team that kind of breath to get back in.
Is this the famous Rex?
他们将解答
Mind telling me what you're doing?
大家的疑问，
Rex just found the murder weapon.
同心协力，
Rex, go!
全力以赴，只为破案。
He's starting to like me better than you.
Rex, is this true? You like her better than me? Is that right?
To my handsome guy.
Don't get cocky now.
警犬妙探哈德逊与雷克斯，就在 AXN。
This is the ambassador's first official party. Keep your eyes peeled and your comms open.
Hannah, I need you. Yes, Mom. Put the embassy on immediate lockdown.
If we allow anybody to leave the embassy,
He'll what?
blow up the plane.
全新第2季《赤眼危机》，4月22日起晚上9点 ，AXN 全台首播。4月。
Lioneers on a 6-game winning streak at home. The TPBL record currently is 7 games for the Taoren Taiwan Beer Leopards. Tied up.
Do you know if their stadium is almost ready? The Italian Dome?
It will be ready. As a matter of fact, the Leopards will return to their final homestand back at Taoren Arena at the end of April.
That's definitely good news for the Italian Leopards and good news for the fans.
Yeah, I like the intimacy and how small the arena is at their temporary place, but
right.
I think it's time to move on to back to their OG arena.
Right, that place seats 2,000 versus
7,000?
8,000.
Yeah, and that's not all the seats, as we have a 360 seating situation at the arena, and here comes Trey Tompkins. Trying to buy a foul, no good.
I mean, don't look now, Taylor, but the lead is just 13 now. As the Dreamers have come to life here in the third quarter. They've strung together some defensive stops. They've gotten some easy buckets.
We're waiting for that equilibrium for the Formosa Dreamers to come through because, you know, we talk about the Lioneers are hot, but they also still have that reputation of the second half drop-off, as you see there, Marin Marich can't get the finish. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Bentil. Not in the right position. He pulls up for the 2 and throws it down.
Yeah, Bentil just physically overmatched, taking advantage of that size on Chao Sun-Yi.
Yeah, we saw more of that in the first quarter, but then kind of, just like everybody else, he just went cold and continued to stay cold in the second as that rattles in for Liu Tenxun.
And the Lioneers needed that bucket big time. And all of a sudden, it's the Lioneers that are a little tentative, playing tentatively, and the Dreamers are starting to roll.
Yeah, that was their first shot made in the third quarter. Again, talking about going cold, yesterday's matchup, they really went. It was a low-scoring game in the third quarter between Leopards and Lioneers. But on the other hand, the Lioneers, they managed to hold the Leopards down to only 29 points in the second half. So defense came in handy for the Lioneers. Let's see here if they can come out strong in the third quarter. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dreamers possession. 1 second, and Jet with a Hail Mary. Misses. TJ Holyfield and Marin Marich now 2 imports back on the court.
Yeah, not a bad idea from Coach Hassan. He's had only 2 imports at his disposal. He's used them both on the same time sparingly. And a 3-point call.
Yep.
3 second.
Overstayed his welcome and goes back to the Dreamers. Good sequence of touches there for the Dreamers as we take a look. See here on the highlights. Formosa Dreamers having possession right now. Score 68-55. Anything goes for Ryan. Too strong, too deep, out of bounds. Still Dreamers.
Yeah, and the Dreamers have done it by attacking the basket, going back inside, and getting some easy buckets. All they're missing now is they need their 3-point shot to come back.
A lob back out to the perimeter to Zhang Zhongxian Jet.
That's a good open look.
Wide open for Zhang Yu, and can't leave him open like that from the corner. Dreamers still pulling ahead in the third. 11-4 now. So luckily, Lioneers have quite a bit of insurance, but now they've closed the gap, just a 10-point deficit. 4 seconds on the clock. Marin Marich with a downhill drive, knocking down Holman. No call there. Call it on Zhang Yu, and
I mean, Holman positioned himself beautifully to take that charge. He was there early. He saw it coming. Boom, right there. Maybe Marich in the last second, kind of off to the side.
I like Wayne's expression there.
I'm gonna screenshot that photo.
Oh my goodness.
Make a mask out of it.
That's a meme.
Oh, is that what they call it? A meme?
I think that's what they call it. A meme or a meme?
A meme.
From the baseline, 14 seconds, Bentil will get some rest. It's Holman and Tompkins on the court together.
Tompkins, I think, is dealing with a little bit of some kind of physical ailment. Saw him stretching in at halftime.
Yeah, I did
trying to work it out.
Has yet to make a 3 in this game, and there's a Hail Mary for Tai Tungang on the wing, but couldn't get the 3-piece. Here's the alley-oop for Trey Tompkins. Too short, though, and that was too strong of the arc. And Eric Holman with the gun show, and there's a turnover and touchdown made.
4 points just like that. And now it's a 6 points here.
That's gotta hurt, and
what happened?
Absolutely unacceptable for the Lioneers' part.
Oh, wow, what a turn of events here in the third quarter.
Definitely, they're blowing off an upwards of 27-point lead here as the Joker. Shot was too short, and hey, we might be seeing the momentum swing back to the Dreamers.
Crazy.
Baseline, kick out to Xiaoan, pulling up jumper. Breaks it.
5 turnovers for the Lioneers in this quarter already. And just all very, very careless. Ones that are preventable, so those are not the ones you like to see.
A huge bucket made by a turnover too, and like you said, 2 buckets made within a span of what, 5 seconds?
And now all of a sudden 0 for 7 from 3-point land in the third quarter after going 7 for 10 in the first half.
Icarus got a little bit too close to the sun, and I'm talking about the Lioneers there, and that goes up high. Holman's ball gets bobbled outwards. It's a foul call on Lu Guanxun.
He's telling the ref to look up. Not gonna happen, buddy. Maybe they could review it. I don't know.
There's the hop step. The whistle is called. Oh, an ambush swipe on Eric Holman. Referees will call that a foul, but again, you can't undo it. As Jiang Yuan will get some rest onto the bench. Aji checks back in. Score now 68-62. Dreamers are slowly but surely closing in on that gap.
Yeah, 19 points for the Dreamers in this third quarter, just 4 for the Lioneers. Whatever is wrong with this rim, they definitely need to get it fixed. I mean, I've never seen
such a huge difference.
Well, and it's just like such a stark contrast.
Yeah.
And when it's both teams, I mean, I'm just kidding. The rim's probably fine.
We're just joking, people. We don't know.
The rim is fine.
Is there our own opinions? They do not represent AXN or TPBL. All in fun, as the Dreamers are only behind by 2 field goals now. Here is Joker coming in deep, not joking around.
Big time. That was a big time bucket. Very timely.
Yeah, Lioneers needing every single basket from here on out.
You got a ticky-tack foul called on Lu.
So now we have Joker at the line. And that's 3 points for him. He's got 14 points on the scoreboard. He now leads Lioneers. Under 3 minutes remain. Aji on the court. Looks like Benjamin Bentel off screen is going to get ready to sub back in.
The Lioneers have still stayed in that zone, although not quite as effective this quarter. Maybe that was the predetermined game plan that we're just going to go zone this whole game. But, I mean, if you're going to drop 20 points in a quarter, allow your opponent 20 points, you're going to have to start to make some adjustments defensively.
Eric Holman getting close to surpassing his season high. He's at 28 points. Season high 32. That is off mark, in and out for Joker.
That's a tough shot from a tough angle.
Yeah, right now the Lioneers from the field. It's really been a drop-off as Zhang Zhongxian breaks the shot, and that referee on the sideline calls foul.
That's Zhang Zhongxian's patented fadeaway. Didn't fall that time, but Tompkins continues to work hard. The whole team is working hard. There's a lot more second chance opportunities, a lot more offensive rebounds this quarter for the Dreamers, which has allowed them to climb back into this game.
Cai Zhengang committing his 3rd foul after getting his arm hooked up with Trey Tompkins. So overall from the field, the Lioneers in this quarter, 17% only. And again, taking advantage of the mismatch in size, Benjamin Bentel after coming back in. Gets the 2 from up top, score 71-68.
Great ball movement there by the Dreamers, being really patient on that inbounds play, swinging around until they got something open in the middle.
Oscar Gao with the finish, floater.
Now we got ourselves a game, Taylor. This is what we were expecting from the outset. Credit to the Dreamers for climbing back into this one in the 3rd quarter.
Got some cold water splashed on them during halftime, and we're certainly seeing the results right now as Randall Wacko quickly running back into the game.
You know, this is where they missed Drew Pember, even Pistechnik's. Just the volume of the difficulty, the level of difficulty they've had securing defensive rebounds has really given the Dreamers a huge advantage this quarter, I'm sorry.
Formosa Dreamers with the possession, 9 seconds. And through the gaps, tough shot. TJ Holyfield corrals a rebound, and Kiwi checks back into the game and swings it over to Oscar. No look pass. Not a lot of entry allowed. There's the opening.
Goaltending.
Basket into. No goaltending. You're right.
That's an easy call.
Yeah. Yeah, it was already dropping from the highest point of release. As we see here, we saw Eric Holman stopping the ball from falling. 48 seconds remain on the clock, score 75-68. And Ryan for the three, gets a splash hit.
I mean, despite playing zone the entire game, I think the Lioneers is starting to take its toll a little bit. All that shifting.
Yeah.
The Dreamers are being way more patient, so it's kind of tiring the Lioneers out a little bit.
Mind you, the Formosa Dreamers, they have fouls to spare. Only 2 team fouls right now, and that ball, that was a misfire pass. No one was there to receive it.
That was really smart defense by Lou. His back was to the ball, but he saw his man cutting, looking for the ball, so he just stuck out his hand where in what he would thought would be with the passing lane and got it deflected, resulting in a steal. Great defense by Lou.
Hachi letting the ball roll, delay in the start of the clock. 6 seconds remain, and here's Randall Wacko, pulls the trigger, and boom! Goes the dynamite!
Wow, Taylor, what a turn of events. Holy moly. We have ourselves a game here at 1 point.
Absolutely, what a comeback. The Formosa Dreamers coming through strong in the third quarter, 27, while the Lioneers whimper away onto the bench. 11 points in this quarter, 30 points actually for the Formosa Dreamers. We'll have ourselves another timeout before we get started in the fourth quarter here at Hsinchu County Gymnasium. We will be right back.
明日情节色啊！哎，
不好意思，请你先冷静，可以告诉我现场状况吗？
啊，身上有血啊，还有血儿肿啊！都是这个。那他这次回来是要接你的工作吗？
谁想要自己的孩子吃这种苦？
周六台剧盛宴《人生清理员》，星期六晚上9点 ，AXN 首播。
Is this the famous Rex?
他们将解答
Mind telling me what you're doing?
大家的疑问，
Rex just found the murder weapon.
同心协力
Rex, go!
全力以赴，只为破案。
He's starting to like me better than you.
Rex, is this true? You like her better than me? Is that right?
My handsome guy.
Don't get cocky now.
警犬妙探哈德逊与雷克斯，就在 AXN。
This is the ambassador's first official party. Keep your eyes peeled and your comms open.
Hannah, I need you. Yes, Mom. Put the embassy on immediate lockdown.
If we allow anybody to leave the embassy,
He'll what?
blow up the plane.
全新第2季《赤眼危机》，4月22日起晚上9点 ，AXN 全台首播。
We've hit the equilibrium in the third quarter as we had witnessed the Formosa Dreamers came out swinging, outscoring the Lioneers for the first time, 30-11. Benjamin Bentel trying to start things off. That goes around and out of the rim. That one is too strong. With all the touches, Dreamers still have the possession. Oh, correction, it's back over to Lioneers.
And that first possession of the fourth quarter was kind of a microcosm of the entire third quarter. The Lioneers giving up way too many offensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds to the Dreamers. They went cold from the 3, 0 for 7. The Dreamers, you know, you mentioned the equilibrium. They're starting to hit their shots now. And the energy, the momentum has definitely shifted and turned here.
There's 4 seconds trying to beat the clock. Bricks it. Kiwi corrals the rebound. And Aji will be called his first personal foul. Now again, the Lioneers still choosing to have 1 import on the court. DJ Holyfield on the smaller side against Holman and Bentil. And another stoppage on the clock. Doug Creighton. Pretty unhappy. Gets called the pushing foul.
You rarely see Doug that animated.
Yeah.
So
No
it must
kidding.
have been, I mean, that's 2 quick fouls here, which could have an impact once it puts the Lioneers in a bonus and they're shooting free throws. So not a small call there by the line ref.
Yeah, we're only a minute into the quarter, and there's 2 seconds. Lee Chiwei does not get the answer there as Holyfield with the last touch. It goes back to Dreamers. Now Dreamers already tacked up their team fouls now, whereas, as I had just mentioned earlier, Dreamers only had 2 team fouls in the 3rd quarter alone.
I am curious to see what the Lioneers coaching staff will decide on this defensive sets, because they're still staying in this zone. I mean, on one hand, you've been doing it the entire game, switching to man, you don't want to throw yourself off. But on the other hand, it's allowed the Dreamers to come back here in the 3rd quarter. So if they continue to pound it inside and get the shots that they want, you're going to have to make some kind of defensive adjustment, and maybe going to man is the solution.
That shot is contested off mark as Holman will get it back to Dreamers. 1 point difference now. The win-loss point difference between these 2 teams has really vacillated in the single digits. As little as 1 point. The largest difference was back in November 22nd, as they called Cai Zhengang's pushing foul. In that game, the Dreamers scored 113, while the Lioneers hit 98 points. Bentil with a high-low down to Eric Holman. Again, Lioneers having the size disadvantage, unable to get these rebounds. Benjamin Bentil,
Oh my
4
God.
times, is that 4 or 5 times now? They still couldn't get the bucket, and here comes
boy.
Walla Wall. Lou Bucket for the end. Getting the crowd riled up here at Hsinchu County Gymnasium.
I mean, Bentil and Holman are working hard down there, both going hard to the basket. The ball just not falling.
So it's also which team's got better endurance here. Again, mind you, this is a smaller lineup or rotation for the Lioneers, so they also have to work pretty hard too.
Right, and Holman did the exact thing you want him to do in that possession, not settle for an outside shot. Go right back in there and force the issue a little bit. Make the refs make those calls.
Before the free throws, we have players from the Dreamers checking back into the game. And you're right, Clive, not on the screen right now. Trey Tompkins, he's stretching out, looks to be his calves or...
His left leg. Yeah, I think he kind of took a tumble in the 1st quarter. He was a little slow getting up. I think he may have tweaked something. He's going to tough it out this game, get some treatment, and get himself right again, because they're going to need him down the stretch.
Hopefully him as well as Reven Ma will return, but maybe they'll utilize him in the playoffs and still hold him back. Whereas for the Lioneers, well, they certainly hope Drew Pember will come back.
Yeah, and like the Lioneers, they have their last homestand May 2nd, May 3rd. The Dreamers played their last game a week before that. So before the playoffs, depending on what seed they get, they'll have almost 2 weeks off. which will give them a lot of time to heal up and be 100% physically.
They're the only team to have to end their season early, so huge advantage over whoever they'll play against. As more subs coming in on the court, Trey Tompkins, Bentil, Jet, Wako, as well as Xiao An. So there you have the starting 5 on the court now.
It's all systems go now.
Gong coming in and out of the baseline. Right idea, could not execute. Ball gets bobbled out. Wako will let it fly.
The Dreamers have had several opportunities offensively to take their first lead this game. They are working hard down there, pounding it inside. And I think that's the formula for success that they have to just continue doing, keep going.
So Marine Maric checks back into the game, more appropriate in terms of the size matchup now.
I am just really surprised that the Lioneers have stuck with this zone this entire game, and they're still in it because they're getting killed on the boards.
Could be a sunk cost fallacy again. They want to stay consistent rather than having to take time to adjust. And Randall Wako, he likes that corner today, and there's a tap in for Jet.
And there you have it. The Dreamers have their first lead of the game.
78-77. Lioneers having upwards of a 27-point lead. There's a pocket pass for TJ Holyfield. Holy moly, did they need that?
But I hate to belabor the point, but 6 offensive rebounds in the third quarter and already 7 here in the fourth quarter. You just have to switch it up a little bit, as they have done now. They're finally in a man.
Yeah, Holman as well as Bentil earlier really padding their stats with getting those offensive boards, as Benjamin Bentil from the top bricks it.
Yeah, you just can't give the team the same look zone the entire game. It's eventually going to catch up to you. Let's hope that it's not too late for the Lioneers making this defensive adjustment.
We see the bullet pass by Li Chiwei.
Nice cut and nice recognition by Li Chiwei.
I mean, he's putting in good minutes today. This is the most that we've really seen in recent days. He's got 5 points, 2 rebounds, and his first assist just now. Xiao An bobbing and weaving, trying to get the scoop. Too short of change there. Joker coming through. No entry allowed. Off of Maric's screen, he kicks it back out. Oscar Gao getting the pass. Li Chiwei. No good from the corner.
That's a little snapshot of the maturation process for Oscar Gao as well. Time running down. In the past, he probably would have taken that shot himself, and instead finding his open teammate for a better shot. Just didn't go down.
We talked about the drop-off for the Lioneers, including the bench players that we had mentioned earlier. Lu as well as Tai Gang today. They scored less than what they've been scoring the last 3 games, as Dreamers finally getting the bucket. So very neck and neck right now. Score 80-79. Dreamers just getting their first lead, as Oscar Gao unable to get the 3 from the wing. Uncontested, Xiao An will get the answer from up top.
Boom! 4-point lead for the Dreamers. I'm still trying to figure out what happened here, you know? I mean, just the tale of 2 cities, first half and second half for the Lioneers.
Li Chiwei trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, nothing is falling for the Lioneers now, whereas Dreamers, they got the turnaround, and now they have a lead. This is their biggest lead as of yet. Backcourt violation, back over to the Lioneers. They will certainly and happily take that.
But for me, again, it comes back to the defensive lack of defensive adjustment that the Lioneers made. They finally made it, but it might be a little bit too late as we head into a timeout here.
And we'll be right back. Score currently 83-79.
不好意思，请你先冷静，可以告诉我现场状况吗？
啊，这是有血啊，还有巨额肿啊！那他这次回来是要接你的工作吗？
谁想要自己的孩子吃这种苦？
周六台剧盛宴，人生千里缘，星期六晚上9点 ，AXN 首播。
Is this the famous Rex?
他们将解答
Mind telling me what you're doing?
大家的疑问，
Rex just found the murder weapon.
同心协力，
Rex, go!
全力以赴，只为破案。
He's starting to like me better than you.
Rex, is this true? You like her better than me? Is that right?
You're my handsome guy.
Don't get cocky now.
警犬妙探哈德逊与雷克斯，就在 AXN。
You're watching TPBL powered by AXN Sports. Clive Hsu and Taylor Chen presenting game 112. And for those who've been watching, well, you've witnessed quite a comeback from the Formosa Dreamers. We're seeing them take the lead into this game now.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the Dreamers are just playing like just fresh. They're fresher. I think being a little short-handed import-wise for the Lioneers is taking a toll a little bit. They stayed in the zone a little bit too long. They can't hit shots.
And they were 0 for 7 from out on the perimeter in the third quarter. And I was mentioning that the bench players that have been old faithfuls in the last 3 games, as Trey Tompkins gets the tray. Rubbing salt in that wound, really.
I mean,
what else can we say? They got a 7-point lead now.
From a 27-point deficit, it's got to be some kind of record.
Hop step for Marin Maric. He was hoping to get a foul call from the baseline ref. No avail. But again, look, it's still a game as Eric Holman tries to get his tray. And here comes Joker with a kick out to the perimeter. And the shot does not fall. Maric trying to corral the rebound, but Wayne, he got springs under his feet. Getting it back over to Dreamers. We got the 2-guard rotation between Achi and Wayne. Ooh, trips up there. Loose ball.
I mean, now for the last 4 minutes, it just comes down to who has more heart, who wants it more. Both teams are tired. Both teams have played hard this entire game. We've had ups and downs with everybody. Both sides have gone through the peaks and valleys. Now the last 4 minutes, you just grind it out.
So very similar to yesterday's matchup against the Leopards. Trey with another 3!
Oh.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner from the wing once again.
Dang. Ice in Tompkins' veins right now.
He's coming out with a vengeance, and here's Tsai Sung-gong. Too deep, too strong.
I just can't believe the swing, the offensive swing that's occurred here in this game. I mean, I guess if you take a look at the averages, it's going to even out. But I mean, this is just an epic meltdown here from the Lioneers.
Achi with 1.7 seconds left, trying to beat the clock with nothing to show for it. Coming through the gates, Lioneers with 3.5 minutes. Downhill pass to Marin Maric, gets intercepted by Eric Holman.
That's got to feel good from Eric Holman. They've been battling, going back and forth. John at the refs, John and each other all game. Timed that block perfectly.
Lioneers calling for the timeout. And it's just not the right footing and a little bit too close under the hoop, and he gets a block by Holman.
Yeah, if he could have caught that and then went up all in one motion, not giving Holman time to size up his shot.
So as I said, very reminiscent of yesterday's game where the Lioneers went absolutely cold in the third quarter. So again, we're getting Groundhog Day in the second half.
最热情的掌声，谢谢牧师女孩来登场为我们加油。
Hsinchu Lioneers trying to continue on with their home game winning streak, while the Formosa Dreamers solidifying their spot in the second place. If Dreamers win today, the Dreamers will pull ahead, while the Lioneers will be a game and a half behind the Dreamers. Whereas if the Lioneers win today, they will leapfrog over Formosa Dreamers by half a game. Starting up Formosa Dreamers possession after our short break.
So the Lioneers go back into a 1-3-1. Don't matter.
Don't matter. Jet from the corner.
Wow. The Lioneers, after going 9 for 16 in the first half, 0 for 16, a big fat donut, Taylor, from 3. They've taken more threes than they have 2-pointers.
Ooh, call the foul on Ling Junji there. Those are not numbers that the Lioneers fans or Lioneers players wanted to see or did not expect at all. This might be the lowest scoring third quarter we've witnessed from the Lioneers this season.
It might be lowest scoring half. They just have 17 points in the half. They had 17 points in like the first 5 minutes of the game.
Lioneers possession, 10 seconds on the clock. That shot is contested and the tap in goes around and out.
So now an 11-point lead. I can't believe it. I'm saying that, an 11-point lead for the Dreamers. They just got to be really patient, keep attacking, use the clock, don't make any silly fouls, and make really, really smart, wise choices.
Holman going in, digging deep for the Formosa Dreamers. We have ourselves another called timeout. Now, I've mentioned that a couple of times that Drew Pember, this is his first game sitting out. Now, that is, I have to correct myself in my wording. Drew Pember has sat out in a game where Xiaohei also sat out, so that was where they also got a game lost. But this is the first time where Drew Pember is on the active roster, but is not playing any single minutes on the court.
Excellent clarification there, Taylor.
Yeah, so again, just showing that not having Drew Pember is a huge loss for the Lioneers.
Huge impact, and the biggest impact it's had is the rebounds. Drew Pember averaging over 12 rebounds a game. He's a rebounding machine. Not a traditional big guy, but 210 centimeters, lots of length, long arms, affects shots, plays good defense, you know, among the league leaders in steals as well. That has had a huge, huge impact. The Lioneers got away with it in the first half based off the poor shooting of the Dreamers and their hot streak offensively. but the tide has more than turned here in the second half as they are looking at a 13-point deficit. I mean, 13 plus 27, that's a 40-point swing in this game. Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
That's all we can say. Missing Drew Pember's hurting quite a bit. And, you know, I think it's definitely the Lioneers feeling of fatigue. I think it just goes to show that, you know, we saw it in yesterday's game, and it kind of also translated in the second half in tonight's matchup. And again, we talk about the reputation of the drop-off for the Lioneers, and, you know, it's just showing how they have the reputation that they have.
Yeah, the Lioneers also playing Wednesday. So, I mean, this is their third game in 6 days, 5 days.
Call a pushing foul on Xiao En.
So that's, I think, one of the difficulties for the league in terms of scheduling with 7 teams. You know, a team will go 12 days during the regular season without playing a game, and then here we are, 3 games in 5 days.
Despite Oscar Gao shaking off Xiao En, he couldn't get the 3. I mean, like Clive said, this is pretty unbelievable. This is a comeback. This biggest comeback we've ever seen, probably.
For sure. Definitely once in a season type of game. If not, once in a lifetime. I've never seen a swing of this magnitude.
Trying to beat the clock. Could it still be a Dreamers' possession? No, it is Lu Guanshen getting the rebound. And Xiao Lia checks into the game for the very first time during hall number 8 as Lu Buckets did not get the bucket there.
I mean, might as well. See if he can make a 3 or 2, but at this point, it's definitely going to be too little too late. I think this one's in the refrigerator, Taylor.
Yeah, the Lioneers have really gotten cold. They've been iced out, 6 seconds on the clock. Achi, nail. The final nail to the coffin. 50 seconds left in regulation. Marine Maric, 2 against 1, draws a foul.
I mean, it's got to feel good for the Dreamers on the road. You know, 6-game win streak for the Lioneers at home. 27 points down. This is going to be a huge confidence morale booster and a more comfortable bus ride home down to Taichung.
Maric misses the first free throw. He's 75% at the line typically. So we see the starting 3 of the starting 5 players on the bench now. As we saw on the screen very briefly, they're done for today's game.
And just some insider info, Doug and Coach Daniel Kim, the assistant coach, I teach at Morrison Academy. They're coming to share in class tomorrow. So when the game first,
cool. You gotta ask them about today's game.
Yeah, well, when the game first started, I was like, oh no, they're gonna be in a bad mood. They're not gonna want to come. But now I feel comfortable having them come back.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of chirpy and lot of things to say for those two. That'll be a fun sit down with the kids as Marine Maric gets the and 1. Too little too late for the Lioneers. Dreamers are ahead 10 points.
You know, so for the Lioneers, you go back, you look at the film, you talk about what happened, and you try and just correct the mistakes. I think the game plan was good, throwing the zone at them, but I think they just stayed in it far too long.
Yeah, and like you said, Clive, once they started adjusting, it was a little too late.
Too late.
And they also got cold in terms of shooting. I mean, we joked about the rims, you know, kind of being different as big guy and little man, they get tangled up there. That's Xiao En and Maric. A little bit anticlimactic there. So Dreamers ball, 9 seconds on the clock. And Aji will still try to get a final bucket. Lioneers with the last touch. And just like that, the Formosa Dreamers have their biggest comeback this season. They were behind up to 27 points. They came through swinging, come back strong, and took a lead up to up to
13.
13
They had
points.
13 at one point.
As you see, the second half, Dreamers scored 50 points, whereas the Lioneers, you're right, Clive, it could be their lowest scoring second half we have seen this season. They only scored 21 points.
Crazy. I mean, I just keep shaking my head because, I mean, credit to the Dreamers. They took it to them. They never gave up, and they came back. As we take a look at the final stats here.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, equilibrium finally hit Dreamers. They hit 46% from the field. Lioneers, look, it's not a bad shooting game, but we got to look at the rebounds itself. I mean, Dreamers really padding their stats on offensive rebounds. I mean, a total of 60 rebounds as opposed to the Lioneers. They were really missing Drew Pember in today's game. Now, as I said, you know, Dreamers only have won 5 games away at Hsinchu, and now this makes it their 6th. Their last away win at the Lioneers Stadium was November 25th of 2023. But we move ahead and move along. The Dreamers have their final homestand at the Intercontinental Mini Dome. Taipei Taixing Mars trying to play spoiler from here on out, as we have another matchup that is pretty critical for CTBC DEA. They will have their homestand. Tolerant Taiwan Beer Leopards will go up north. As we have player of the game today, Xiao An, being interviewed.
Look at the lioness in the background there, pouting.
His name is the one on the left is Ready, and the
我
one
觉
on the
得
right
就是上半场我们可能
is
在
actually
防守
called
上面就是比
Uncle
较
Bob.
被动了一点。那他们今天状况也是非常之好。那当然在进攻方面，我们确实在上半场其实几个外线没投进，其实每个人的信心有掉下来，所以在投篮的时候就是犹豫不决。我觉得很好的地方是在于落后的分数时候，我们比较有耐心，不像以往可能就是会想要赌一个3分，然后去拼命的追赶这个分数。那就是防守守一个，进攻一个，防守守一个，进攻一个，就是这样慢慢去追回来。我觉得这是我们今天这场比赛比较执行比较好的部分。其实，在每一场比赛，我们都没有想着我们现在几连胜或者是几连败，反而是一场一场去做好准备。那今天这场确实我们真的比较松懈一点，毕竟人家只有2个洋将，然后我们上半场确实打得比较不理想。那我觉得今天做的比较好，就是我们下半场是一球一球去守回来，这个部分就是我们这个球队今天更进步的地方。好，谢谢，谢谢。
As brief as we possibly can, Xiao was talking about them being patient and not getting thrown off in the second half, and they just needed a reset.
Yep, possession by possession, and they did it in a flurry, possession by possession. I mean, to their credit, they never gave up. The Lioneers, you know, they kind of lost their focus a little bit. They couldn't hit a shot, and the Dreamers, they hit their shots, and boom, 9-point win.
Well, we look forward to Drew Pembers' return back onto the court. Their next and final matchup will be April 19th. They will be playing away at the Dreamers' home turf. But that's it for us today. I want to thank you so much for joining me or working with me on today's broadcast.
Yep, it was a blast, Taylor.
All right, well, take care, folks. We thank you so much for tuning in to another TPBL broadcast. We'll see you at the next one.
Peace out.
Just watch me now. Hey. You can't hold me down. Just watch me now. Take the ground. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, you can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No, stop me now. No. Just watch me now. Take the ground. wash me